Welcome everyone to the continuation of the cement casting project. This is the, let's see, how many days did we do this? We did on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then we had the holiday Monday, and it's Tuesday. So this actually got to set for 5 days. So I think that's pretty exciting to let it set that much. And I want to start with this one first, okay? Like I really want to see how this came out. And I know this was a bonus one that, so I tried to get 3 projects out of one kit. You have to be creative sometimes. And one thing for sure that happens with cement a lot is you end up with extra cement. And because you don't want to be short, sometimes you have a little bit of extra. And the extra cement that you have can be used to do an extra project. So let's see what we got here. I have my box cutter. Oh, better put my safety glasses on. So I got my safety glasses now. And I'm going to cut open just a little bit of the top. I try to get right here where the roll starts. I'm going to try to cut it and peel it open. Okay, so let's try that. No. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I got it open there, and I'm going to grab my needle nose pliers out of my kit, and I'm going to pull this open. And this roll format, this is what we do with columns when we're casting little column pieces. Look at that. And you actually get the mark. You actually get the seam from the cardboard on that. Let me try to zoom in on this really quick. Wow, okay, we got some great definition here. So this is like a little pier, and a pier is usually something that goes deep into the ground. It could be really deep. They could be 12 foot. A lot of times I see that, and they go for a large structure, smaller for a smaller structure. And then this is like the little piece that sticks out. And then usually there's rebar or reinforced mesh sticking out of the top of this. So this is a really cool little extra piece. And I'm really happy with the way that came out. You either have rebar coming out of the top of here, or you have a bracket that you can attach other lumber to in the top here. So this was a really interesting way to get another little project out of the cement. So I'm really happy with the way that came out. So if any of you also did that, I think that was fun. I was really happy that it actually didn't seep out of the bottom of the container. So yeah, very happy with that. Okay, let's go back to the other larger project, because of course that's the main point. Okay, so let's take a look here. Oh, already stuff is breaking off. This is going to be a messy process. So I'm just gonna brush everything down when I'm done. But if you're doing this at home, then please make sure you have your drop cloth down, or maybe you do it outside so that you can clean up a little easier. Now, I'm just pulling on the edges. And I'm pulling on the edges here. Okay, I'm pulling on them. All right. It feels like it's ready to let go. So I'm going to flip it over, but I'm going to hold this part with my hand, and then I'm going to flip it over into my hand and see if it comes out. Okay, so I'm going to try it. I don't know what's going to happen here. Okay, I'm pulling. Okay, I think what's happening is it's a little stuck because of the duct tape. I could see that was an issue that I did not anticipate. That was probably a big error on my part, but I'm trying to get it out now. And nope. Okay. It's coming up on the edges. I'm just gonna go for it, really kind of just try it out. I was gonna try to save this plastic piece, but I don't see if that's possible, given what's happening here. I'm slowly trying to peel it, and boy, it's tough. It's tough. Okay, I'm going to get a little heat going in here. I think the heat would help. Oh yeah, okay, so the heat won't help because some of the duct tape is up inside the body. Okay, I got most of it off. Okay. There we go. There's the rest of it. Okay, so I thought I could reuse this. I think it's pretty beat up now, so I would say that was less than optimal. Not like I planned on using that twice, but I was hoping to get some more functionality out of it. Now this, it's coming out. I'm pushing it with my thumbs slowly. I'm pushing it with my thumbs. It's sliding out like a donut. I like the way this is going. This is going very well. Seems like it's in one piece so far. I'm very excited. Being very delicate with this. Trying to slowly pull that last little bit out. There it is. This is free and the other part's free. So let me break off some of these little edges and I'll get this into better focus for you very quickly. Let me get rid of this trash from inside the form. Okay. I'm gonna put this, put that in the garbage. Okay, let me break some of these little edges off. Be careful, they could be a little sharp. Okay, put that off to the side for a moment. And I'm going to empty this board off. Okay, got it. So I'll take this board out. I think the board's not helping much. Here we go. So we have this rim, which I'll talk about more in a second, this perimeter piece. And then we have the stepping stone So let's talk about the stepping stone first. Oh boy, I like how this came out. And let's talk about the design elements. So I'll go back to my original plan. My original plan here, and that was to have it have a handprint with an inner form and an outer perimeter pour. And here are my objectives. Create a form. Okay, the form was this plastic piece. We didn't have to make it, which was nice. Just had to use it. Modify or customize. Now that modification or customization really, well, the good news is the tape didn't move while we were pouring. That's the really good news. The bad news, that was really, it was really destructive to get the form off. And I would argue that that happens in real life as well. Like you're not really using the boards again. If they're really straight, you can use them again, but a lot of times you can't use them again. Inlay some objects into the cement. So embed some glass. Okay, so yes, I pressed some glass in there. That worked out very well. It feels like that's nice and deep. And then the last objective, number 3 objective, was imprint a surface design. And so I imprinted some words, work hard, and then I also imprinted my handprint. I thought that'd be kind of nice. So I can take this piece and I can put it in my garden or my yard, and it has a very interesting look on the back from the duct tape. I think it's really shiny. Cement can have this result on purpose, and what I see this a lot is in countertops, when people do cement cast countertops. So that's pretty cool. And I'm really happy with this. Seems very strong. I'm very, and since it fulfilled my design objectives, I think like this is, it fulfilled all 3 objectives on the rubric. And when we look at that rubric, it was just the form. So that should be an easy points part of the rubric there. Then we have the inlay, which is the glass or the marbles or something you found to be pressed into the wet cement. And then the impression, and so those were the letters or simply something that you found to press into the cement. So this one worked out very well. So I'm going to put that to the side for now. And let's look at this. Oh boy. I'm going to flip it over to see how this looks. I like how this side looks better just because of the round edges on it. This is great. So what I was hoping is to get something that was very, very much like a foundation, and I think I accomplished that. The only thing I didn't get was I didn't get little pieces of rebar or wire sticking out, and then I also did not put rebar or wire inside here. Now, why would you do that? Okay, that's a really great question. Since the reason we're doing this project at all is because we are simulating building codes in the real world. In the real world, when you would do a foundation, this would actually be much deeper. It would be very deep, I think at least 3 feet deep. It really depends on the structure that's going on top of it. And then you would also have, it would be more narrow. It would only be the width of a 2x6. And you would also have bolts sticking up with threads so that you would put your sill plate on top, and that would screw down with nuts and washers onto the foundational piece, the cement, and then you would start building your wall structure on top of this. Let me get a small piece of wood, and then I'll be able to talk about this a little bit better. All right, I cut a little piece of wood to go on the top here. And so I'm going to rotate this sideways, and I'm going to show you. So usually what happens now is that the top piece here, and this is usually pressure treated wood, is anchored to the top of the foundation. And when you do that, then that becomes the bottom of the little walls you start building. So I'm going to just pick up one of my little walls from my other classes project from the level 2s. And so here you see a little wall piece, okay? And then that would stand up on edge, and it would ride on top of this edge. And then it would be secured by bolts onto the foundation. And then that helps us with our seismic bracing. It helps us remain stronger in an earthquake situation, and so that the house doesn't shift from where it's at on top of the foundational pieces. So this came out really nice. I'm very happy with this. And I'm really happy to show you this perimeter piece. And the only way I think it could have gone better is if we had it to be the exact size for our little house that we're working on later. We're working on a corner of a house cutaway model. We're going to be building that in class. And then if we had done this for that, I think that would have been even cooler. That's okay, we do what we can. So I'm pretty excited about how this came out. All right. Yeah. All right. I'll go ahead and in the video there, this I think this worked out very well. Here's both sides of it again. Now, if I dropped it, it'd probably crack in the corners because there's not wire or some type of rebar inside here, like in the real world. But that's the last thing I want to say about that. This piece is not very useful for the garden. Maybe you could put a plant inside it or something to keep the grass from growing into where your plant is. But mostly this was for a foundation demonstration, principles of building. All right. Very successful.